Greetings all, Dr. X here. Good to see ya. All right, on today's video, I am going to take you through the steps so that you can get a profile and become a registered user or a registered scholar on Google Scholar. Now, here's the thing. I'm switching over because this is a how-to video. I'm going to switch over to my MacBook camera, which will be a little more grainy than this one is, okay? But at the end, I'll switch back over to the good camera. Now, the easiest way to get this done is to be logged into your Gmail account or your Google account. And then I'm going to have you go to scholar.google.com. Now, once you get to scholar.google.com, you're going to click on the My Profile tab. Okay, you're going to put in your name. I always put the name that I publish with. I use XM Woodley or Zatora M. Woodley, right? Next, you're going to put in your affiliation. Now, this should just be your title and which institution you work at. And because I'm working right now at a community college, I am a recently retired university professor. And so I'm teaching part-time at a community college. So I'm going to go ahead and put that information in. Next, you're going to enter your email address for that institution. Now, for those of you who are independent scholars, I've been using the term independent scholar whenever I'm not working at an institution. And so independent scholar is fine to put in the affiliation. But you want to put in an email address for where you want people to contact you whenever they want to find out more about, for example, an article you've published or your book. So go ahead and type in your email address next. All right, and then after you have your email address in, you're going to enter in your areas of interest. Now, you don't have to do this, but it helps when people are looking at what kind of research you do. And then you're going to enter in your home page. Now, this is completely optional. If they have a page up for you at your university, then I would recommend putting that in here. If you have a personal website that you want to put in for people to reach out to you, you can put that in. They just want to see something that says that you work where you say you work. I'm going to go ahead and leave that blank for this example. Then click Next. Now, what'll happen is they'll start bringing up examples of groupings and articles where you've written. For example, with me, they have 18 articles where they find my name. Then you just say yes or no to yes, these belong to you, or no, you don't. So this one, yes, probably all those 18 articles belong to me. Let's click on articles and see. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Anywhere you see XM Woodley, that's something that I've probably co-written, co-authored. Committee member, that means I was just on a committee for that dissertation. That doesn't need to get listed for me. But what Google is going to do is it's going to bring up everything that it thinks belongs to you. You just go through and take a look at it, verify if that stuff is correct or not. There are still 17. Yeah, most of these look fine. So then once you're done, you just click this little blue arrow and it'll take you to the next page. Now here, it's asking you to if you want to automatically have them add citations to your list, or do you want them to email you for review? I just have them automatically put it in, and then every once in a while I'll go in and review it. If you want your profile visible, you click this button and make it public. So this is all how they'll email you and let you know about new articles as well as new citations. And then you just click done. Pretty simple, right? They verify my email address. I can add a photo here. I can add a photo here. Let me just go ahead and add one. Okay, got a picture up. Yep, that looks like me. All right, because it is me. All right, so there. My Google Scholar profile is done. I'm now listed as a scholar on Google Scholar. If you follow those steps, you too will be listed as a scholar on Google Scholar. And then every time a new article comes out from you, a new book, a conference proceeding where you were listed in the conference proceeding, you had your paper or your presentation listed, all of that will show up here on your Google Scholar listing. Now, there are other ways for you to add information once you get your original post done once you get your original profile done. But for right now, that's all you'll need to do in order to be listed with a profile on Google Scholar. Okay, so why is it important for you to be registered as a scholar on Google Scholar? Well, as you're finishing your dissertation, as you're publishing peer-reviewed journal articles, even book reviews, right? As you get those published, you want a central place to pull together all of your information. It helps to have Google Scholar do that for you, but it also is great for when you're going through tenure promotion, for example, as you pull together your narrative for your dossier to submit it for consideration, you can point to your H factor off of Google Scholar to show the impact that your research and your publications are having on the field. It pulls together good evidence as you're going up for tenure and promotion. It's also great to be able to look and see for yourself what kind of impact you're having. And I think that's it for today's video. Listen, thanks so much for watching. If you have questions, go ahead and leave those in the comments below, and I'll respond as quickly as possible. In a future video, I'll show you how to add additional entries to your Google Scholar account, just in case Google misses some, because sometimes it will. All right, thanks so much for watching, and have a terrific week. Hey, thanks so much for watching today's video. I appreciate you engaging with the content here on The Woman is Scholar. Now, if you haven't already done so, please feel free to click the like button and also think about subscribing. That way you'll be notified whenever another video like this one comes out. Thanks so much for watching, and have a terrific day.